So I wanted to make a video about how cool Gundams are. Because I've been into this hobby for about, I want to say, close to 4 months now. And it is quite the hobby. I'll tell you what. Let's start with the ever iconic original Gundam. This guy's a little fucky because it's all plastic. Everything is, well, they do include some rubber pieces in some sense. But this one is specifically only made from, what do you call it, plastic, because there are a few different modes. Not modes, what's the word? A few different grades is what they call them. So you got, these are just from my knowledge, there's probably more that I don't know about. You got this guy right here. He is what they call an entry grade. And we'll go over some of the things that are key to Gundams. So every little plastic piece is different, are all things you have to connect. It's literally like Legos, but a lot cooler and a lot more cheap. You wanna know how much this guy was? I think this guy was about $20. And you might be thinking, that's a lot for an action figure. I don't know how much action figures are. I could not be shitted to look at all. But this guy right here, I think it was like $20. I forgot. Maybe I'll go check on Amazon later and fix this in post, because I'm using OBS and I can do that. I've never used this before, but I probably can do that. Editing software is cool, I think. I don't fucking know. But anyway, off that tangent, barely a tangent, but there's a few different little things you can notice. So there's the fact that everything's made out of plastic and everything's connected, that you build yourself. Like, as I mentioned before, since every little thing is a part you can take apart. Some are meant to come off, like this is a little laser sword. I'm only semi-familiar. That's the great part about being a Gundam fan, is half the shows you watch you found from a cool-ass figure you bought. That's how it was with this. I watched Iron Blood and Orphans. I can't remember any of it. I need to watch it again, because I was fucking off in my own world watching it. But I need to rewatch it, because it seemed pretty interesting. Wait, no. Iron Blooded. No, that's the one I need to watch, Iron Blooded Orphans. I mean, Endless Waltz. That's where I found my favorite guy, Death Scythe Hell, who's also my dad's favorite. I'll get into him later. He's up there on my shelf. He's kind of a bitch to get down. So Death Scythe Hell is from at least what I know, Endless Waltz, Gundam Wing. And Iron Blooded Orphans is one my uncle recommended me. He said it's pretty dark but really good, and I need to check that out, because I've seen a few Gundam designs from it, and they don't look half bad. This is the original Gundam from the old ass, like, 80s anime, where you fucking was killing a different Zaku every week. Ironically, I only have one Zaku. I probably need more, because I've come to appreciate them over time as I've gotten more of them. They're a lot cooler than I give them credit for at first. But this guy, it's a pretty posable action figure. His arm's it's a little sucky at staying up. It stays up for the most part, but if you get him at the wrong angle, it can, like, fall down. He doesn't want to right now, but he does. It's more of anything the fucking arm, the actual, like, twisting back and forth motion. That's what's really causing him issues right now. But yeah, that's the thing that sucks about these guys, is it's all plastic friction holding them in together. So if you use them a lot and bend them a lot, they can start to fucking deteriorate and not pose as well. And also a lot of the time, another thing you can do when you get Gundam model kits is you can get a marker for it that will change up their, like, appearance. Like, you can add detail. Look at, like it looked like a manga panel. I think they're called paneling markers. That's what it's called, paneling. You can see I did a little bit more than just paneling. Put CG for carbonated Gundam, since you know my thing is carbonated fish on practically everything. But so we got this guy, the original. It's the only original Gundam model kit I own. I know I have a buddy, the one who got me into this, who has a bunch of different Gundams, and he really likes this guy and the Zaku's. I'm more of a fan of the winged Gundams. I think those are the coolest ones. I like fucking robots with wings that look like angels and devils and all the shit like that. I do have another one of these that's up on a shelf you can't see, and it's all the way over there. It's my dedicated Hatsune Miku shelf, where I have... Oh, wait, no. He's right below that. I technically have two. One is shaped like the Sanrio character Cinnamoroll, and that's where I put some of the statues I've gotten, like set Hatsune Miku with Cinnamoroll, and one I got at a fucking round one that looks pretty dope. But right below that, I have another shelf that I have a lot of shit on. I have a U2's plush of her in her fucking Garfield outfit, because I fucking love Garfield too. The automaton, the custom-made water bottle. Maybe I'll do a video where I show off all my cool little Miku stuff and shit I've made. You can also see the body pillow behind me that my buddies got for Christmas. You might be wondering to yourself, why do you have that? And I just said I got it for Christmas, but some might be, why did you keep it? Well, first off, I'm not going to get rid of a gift. And thirdly, you might be thinking, okay, you don't have to get rid of it, but why do you have it on your bed? Well, for one, it's comfy as fuck. I see what all the weebs are on about. I'm thinking of getting another cover for it, because sadly that one's fuck-ass AI art, and I don't want to use an AI art body pillow, but what can you do? I'd rather... It's Hatsune Miku, and I'm not as concerned about getting a new one. It's already here. I can't get rid of it. The only thing that getting rid of it right now does is a symbolic victory against AI art. I'll burn it. Maybe. It's also a Christmas gift and sentimental value, and I'm not gonna fucking burn a Christmas gift. I'll get it once I get a new one. Probably Gundam. I've seen some Gundam body pillow covers. You know, Gundam. But any hoozles, that's why I have that. Because it's comfy and it's Hatsune Miku. I don't really give a shit what people think. Luckily, my friends gave it to me after I got with my girlfriend, who I've been with for like 8 months now, and it's lovely. And she's not going anywhere, I hope. But even if I didn't have a girlfriend and I was dating women, I'd fucking still rock that. Because the real ones would stay past that. I don't give a shit when anybody says they would. But any hoozles. So the Gundam Miku's up there. It's another one like this. I don't know if it was just because I bought it off eBay or if it was like a third party thing, but it was a fucking bitch to put together. Like, I don't know if this is just me, because I basically bought them all off fucking Amazon, all my Gundams, because, you know, I don't really want to wait fucking 4 weeks for a goddamn model kit. I'm getting into the hobby. I'll do that once I start having more interest in fucking big-ass model kits. Hell, for me and my girlfriend's 1 year anniversary, we're gonna go get one of those nice, like, bed and breakfast rooms and spend a whole afternoon building a fucking perfect grade. Sounds like a fucking great time. She loves building these with me. She got into the hobby with me. I'm mainly the driving force. Whenever, like, she's built model kits, it's because I bought one for her. But I digress. She was a bitch to put together. That one is a her. Because it's Hatsune Miku Gundam. Like, the pieces just wouldn't fit together. I don't know if it's because I didn't file it down, but I usually don't, and I never have problems like that. That one was just... decided to be like, go fuck yourself, man. Why do you want to put this together? My fingers were so sore afterward. Like, it was, oh my god. But, so she's up there. And she's the only other one that looks like this. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, that's a one-to-one, basically just a recolor. It's a good recolor, though. Blue and black and gray. with a little bit of pink accents. Looks exactly like Miku. But so that's this guy. But as much as I like him, he's not exactly one of my favorites. It was an entry grade, and I wanted something easy to do, because entry grades, they're easy. They're for when you want to build a model kit for the fun of building, because that's half the fun. It's like Legos. Fucking, you get it for the cool thing, but you also get it because you like building shit. It's like assembling a furniture. Like, you ever get new furniture, then you're like, oh my god, I'm so excited to put this together. If you ever got that feeling, that's what it's like building Gundams or Legos. But, so that's this guy. I have a ton more. They're all behind my monitor, because I just did a bunch of moving stuff around. I still need to redo my moving stuff around today. But let's go over one I like more that I got. This is one of the few I've gotten at an actual hobby store, because I've only been to the hobby store like once. Went with my girlfriend, and there was like a card store right next to it, which was also pretty cool. We went and looked at both. This is my Freedom Strike Gundam. I love this guy. He's dusty as fuck, because I usually just leave him up on the shelf. But you can see this guy has a stand. And he didn't come with a stand. They never usually do. Unless you get like a high grade. But even then, it's iffy. My Death Scythe Hell didn't come with one. But this guy... Oh my god, I just noticed there's cobwebs on this. Some motherfucking spider's been building on my guy. My Gundam's a home for a spider. That fucking spider's gonna get in here and start piling at this shit. And go fight some fucking Zaku's. Now that's dope as fuck. But this guy, I don't know what he's from, but I know he's a Gundam. And I know he looks dope as fuck. Look at that guy. He's so cool. Fucking big ass gun. And the pose I have him in goes hard as fuck. I'm not even gonna play with him or anything, just because the pose is so hard. And I like having it like that. This guy's pretty cool. He's got like all these guns right here. He's got his main gun. Fucking just hip fire guns that do it for him. That is so cool. And then he's got his shield that you can like pop out. Maybe? Yeah, like that. Also dope as fuck. And he's got, of course, the main attraction, big wings, which also are guns. You fucking can pose these so he's firing them. In fact, that's the only thing I'm going to do, just to show you the fucking firing. In fact, I'm actually going to leave it like that, because that looks dope as fuck. He's got another gun he's firing. Fuck yes. In fact, I might do both, because I like him having his guns out. They're going in different directions, but that's okay. You sometimes need to fire at something that you're not completely aiming at. Yeah, that's this guy, though. The stands are fun, too, because they're their own model kit. It's the stand model kit. And like every Gundam, they usually, except for that one, for some fucking reason, that one's the only one that didn't have a hole in the ass. That's what I call it. They all have a hole in the ass. This one's a bad example. Let me put this guy back, because he needs to go on the shelf to keep looking cool as fuck. I had an old supervisor at my work who called them toys, and I mean they're technically toys, but they're also model kit statues. At least I like to think so. I can go fuck himself. But anyway. All these guys have a little hole in the ass for putting the stands on. And that's how you hold them together. Which also makes me wonder more if that one's like an off-brand or third-party, because it did not have that. But now that I've shown you the original and one of the cool ones, let me show you my first Gundam kit. When I first got it, I just looked at whatever was the coolest. I wasn't concerned with like anything, just official Bandai model kit. And I got this guy called Bokata's Gelgoog. Now this guy is pretty interesting. He's got his dope ass saber, of course. He's got a little pistol. He's got another one on his back if you want to have him akimbo him. He's got a little jetpack, which I think is cool. He's got these rockets on the back, which I assume he uses to help him run faster. That's what he does for me, at least. He's got a little antenna on top. His helmet is pretty dope as fuck. And then he's got just a ton of detail. That's the other thing. So this is the other difference that I completely forgot is this and the Winged Gundam are high grades instead of entry grades. High grades take a lot longer. Like, I think me and my girlfriend just built one today. I'll bring it out in a sec because that one's also dope as fuck. I really like it. But it took us like 2 or 3 hours, and we were working together to build it. These guys can take for fucking ever. But if you like building, it is great because, you know, it takes so long, and you get to do all that building. That's so much fucking fun. But this guy, he has a bunch of cool things. Like, you can twist his... let me try with this one. You can, like, twist the arm panel like that. Bam. That's dope as fuck. He's got these really adjustable jetpacks that also are really easy to fall off. Honestly, this guy was probably the best kit to get as a starting because it introduces you to everything. Entry grades are not good for starting because of how easy they are. They are for when you know what you're doing and you want something simple, at least in my opinion. And high grades are perfect for starting. They give you the challenge of what a Gundam's going to be like. They introduce you to all the cool little things that they can do, how posable they are. And they also introduce you to how flimsy these guys can be. Because these motherfuckers are flimsy. Like, you accidentally push too hard on one of these pieces and you gotta go get the fucking super glue. Or you gotta live with your mistake and hope it doesn't affect the overall model too much. Oh god, especially with master grades, the amount of times I've fucking snapped a piece and had to get super glue or just fucking hope it looked good afterward. That's what happened with her. She's the only one I've really lost pieces for. And maybe like one other, and that's just because the thumb wouldn't stay on. But these guys, they can be flimsy. It's usually the more like tiny pieces, like these jetpacks, they come off so easily. They've been better. Oh, yeah, like I said. It just fucking, I'm able to pop. It's staying on pretty well, but it was like popping off. But luckily, it's easy to put back on. And a lot of the time when you're building them, some pieces have a satisfying snap, and it's nice when you feel that snap, because you know it's going to be on there snug. These guys are also perfect for like stop motion animations. There's probably tons of them out there. I wouldn't know. I've not looked at Gundam stop motion things. I don't really interact with... It takes me forever to start interacting or like watching videos from a fan base of something I like. Like, I've barely interacted with the Gundam fan base at all. I've seen like a video on how cool the model kits are, like what I'm making. Well, not what I'm making. This is way different from what the video was. A lot simpler. It's just literally me rambling for like 30 minutes. Or more. You never know. But any hoozles, that's my first model kit. Great little guy. Now let's go over a Zaku. Zakus are very interesting. I only have one, but it'll probably be the only one. It'll probably be the last high grade I bring out until I bring out that Unicorn Gundam, which is perfect because, like, my Unicorn Gundam is, what's it called? It is right next to it, and a good one to end the video on. Here he is. It's a red Zaku. I think this is Char. I forget who Char is. Somebody probably knows. Not me, though. I got him with his axe. This guy is also a bitch. This guy shows how flimsy some pieces can be. This guy's hand, I'm not even going to touch it because if I do, I'm going to spend like 30 minutes trying to put it back together. And I don't want to do that. Goodness. But this is the first Zaku I got. I think it's an interesting thing. Zakus have like no neck whatsoever, and you can move around that eyepiece in there, so it's like looking at different things. He has some guns. I have none of them attached. This guy is very flimsy. Oh my god, you can like see his... You can't really see it, but his... Like, if you... Looking at his thing, his like fucking arm is shaking. Because it's just not staying in place. Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but it is ridiculous. I like these guys, though. I like that they have like the shield armor shoulder pad on one side and then a spike shoulder pad on the other. You can see him right there. Then he has a bunch of different weapons. He came with like 3 different weapons. You got the axe, a bazooka, and then like a rifle. Most of the Gundams have a rifle. He doesn't have a laser sword though. I think that's a Gundam thing only. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's a Zaku. A lot shorter. I don't have much to say about the Zakus. They're cool, but not my favorite. And then we have my master grades. I only have 3 of these because they're a lot more expensive, like double to triple the price. Sometimes even $100, depending on what you get. And I'm only gonna show off one just because they're a lot more delicate. I think they're definitely a lot more in the statue part. But we gotta show off my favorite one, the Death Scythe Hell. This guy right here. This motherfucker, absolute goat. Everything about this I love. I love that his boots are spiky, like a fucking elf, like an evil elf. He's got these big ass bat wings that you can like pull out further to make them even longer. You can like wrap them around him like a fucking cloak. That is so fucking cool. These things move. Oh my god. And I'm gonna have to do a little bit of adjusting, but this guy's worth it because I like showing off every cool part of him. All master grades have one feature that is so fucking cool. It's one of the reasons I wanted a master grade, and was like one of my my 3rd model kit I ever did was a fucking master grade. Pull it out. Oh wait, that's right. You can like fucking open the cockpit. It's a bit hard to see, but like you can like open that up and see like the pilot inside. And every master grade does this. It is the coolest thing ever. Now let's get him back in position, holding his fucking scythe. This guy I should have definitely done more of the cleanup for. You can really see the rudder marks on his armor and stuff, but we just don't pay attention to that. This was my 2nd ever master grade, and I did it like a couple days after my 1st, and I was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna do it like this, whatever. But yeah, this is my master grade Death Scythe Hell. I fucking love this guy, the scythe especially. A lot of the pieces are a lot more fragile though. You can like, you can't really see it unless you're in person, but there's glue on the side, on this side of the helmet, because when I was doing the rudders, I was just gripping it with my hands. I didn't use wire cutters because I didn't fucking think I'd need to, like a fucking plebeian I am. And, oh, the wire cutters. Oh, God, I was so scared. It broke off. I was like, oh my god, I messed up this cool ass one. I am so fucked. Then I got some super glue. Took like 2 minutes and it fixed it. Oh, Jesus, that was so nice. The shoulder pads are dope as fuck too, because they're just big spikes. I had to buy a stand for it. The other ones usually come with one, but I had to specifically go out of my way to buy a master grade stand for this guy. Holds them in place. Master grades don't have the asshole for holding them in. You just have to get like, they have a crotch holder. So instead it's a little fucking crotch on the bottom that holds them up. And it looks dope as fuck. You can like see the points on the back where you can like, where it like bends if you were to take it out. But that's the master grade. Maybe I'll do another video where I show off the whole collection. This is just, I just wanted to go on about why Gundams are so cool and why you should get into this hobby. I haven't really discussed, I mean, I've sprinkled it in, like, I've given you all these things that I've liked and are kind of just reasons why you should get into it in the first place. So, you know, give yourself a fucking Gundam. Also, look at that. You notice how these guys all have their, like, spikes on the front? This guy, I'm pretty sure, has longer ones, and I like that. I like that they're yellow. I love his color scheme because it's, like, a gray, almost purple. I like to imagine it's purple because it goes along with the black and green very well. The little bit of red accents on the fucking wings. Oh, yeah. He has such an amazing color scheme. I see why my dad loved him so much. My dad was super into Gundam with my uncle when they were younger. My dad didn't like painting them because apparently you used to have to fucking paint them. Like, what? That's probably still a thing, but like what? I could never. I could barely fucking do markers. The only reason I markered up. Oh, that was a close call. That was a close call. Oh my god, I got scared the fuck there for a second. Oh, the thing fell out, and it was brutal. But now he looks good again. Anyway, where was I? My dad and uncle. I'm gonna put this guy back up. We're super into it, but you have to paint them. What the fuck? My uncle's still pretty into it. I don't know if he has the model kits. He might have. I might have just missed them when I was younger. So I was a little baby who didn't pay attention to that shit. But yeah, Gundams are so fucking cool. You should get one if you have just like $20 in an afternoon to spare. More like $30. Just go get one on Amazon. Who gives a shit? Don't go out of your way to get some like super fancy master grade for your first one or something just to be cool or something. You're gonna regret it and you're gonna be miserable because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And you have all this to do. You're gonna get like halfway through, maybe get the chest done or like the torso done, and then move on to the legs and be like, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. This fucking sucks. The hobby doesn't suck. Master grades don't suck. But doing a master grade for your first, I bet fucking sucks. I wouldn't know because I didn't do it, but I just imagine that because when I did it, I was like, wow, I am glad. When I did it, I was like, wow, I am glad I at least did a high grade or a couple high grades to know what I was in for. And yeah, just go buy one for like $30. Make sure it's a high grade, not an entry grade. Master grade and not a perfect grade. I'm not even going to discuss perfect grades. I will a little, because it's fucking Gundams, model kits, you kind of have to, because they're one of the grades. They're, pretty cool looking, though. They fucking, what's it called? Goodness. They're basically, like, Megazord scale, if you've ever seen, like, the Power Ranger things. Like, they're literally as big as, like, those Megazord, like the Megazord toys that are just like fucking big, and they are way more expensive. That's like the Lego priced shit. Like a good, it's prepared to be expend like close to $200 at the least. They're very much for you are super into this hobby and want to spend multiple days working on a Gundam, like a project, not a afternoon activity, a project. Like even high grade, not high grades. High grades are something you can do after work. Master grades are like a weekend activity, like a whole Saturday, like half your Saturday. Like you start at 11, you'll be done by like 7 in the afternoon. You still have a couple hours left, but you spent like most of your day doing that. A perfect grade, I imagine, is like a weekend thing, like a whole weekend. Like you start Friday afternoon, you get home, your fucking package for your Gundams here, and you're all excited, or you've been waiting all week to start it, and then by Sunday you're like, I'm done now. I didn't go out with my friends or anything, but I built this fucking Megazord looking ass motherfucker, and I'm happy with it. Now it looks dope on my shelf, and I am so good now. That's what a perfect grade is probably like. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Gundams are fucking cool, man. Go get yourself one if you haven't already. If you are interested. Like, I could just be shouting into the ether. I hate to get all meta. But fucking, if you like Legos, or you like assembling furniture, you're gonna fucking love a Gundam. I'll tell you what. And even better, if you like building the Gundams, you're gonna fucking love the animes, because they're all about fucking war and mech suits and shit. It's dope as fuck. There's a reason peak like Evangelion, which you can tell. Can you tell I like Evangelion? Did the Asuka and Rey plushes give it away enough? But if you like Evangelion, you'll like Gundam. I don't know if there's a big correlation. I don't think so, because there's a lot of Zoomers nowadays who just build fucking, or who just watch shit like Evangelion for the art form. I think. But yeah. Yeah.